How's it going, guys and gals? It's 007 here, and this is part 2 of the equipment video for Homefront. Now I'm going to continue where I left off, which was moving on to the infantry abilities. Now the infantry abilities here, they come in 3 tiers. You have your Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3. Tier 1 abilities cost 1 point, Tier 2 abilities cost 2 points, and Tier 3 abilities cost 3 points. I've got it on all, so that I can basically go down the entire list, but the numbers at the side obviously indicate what tier they are. Now, when you first begin, you get 4 points. You get another point when you reach level 25, as it says at the bottom there, and I don't know if you get any more after that. From memory, from hearing people talk about it, I'm not 100% sure on this, so don't quote me, but I think you get a maximum of 6, so you probably get another one, probably at level 75 or something like that, but as far as I'm aware, you get a maximum of 6. And they're basically pick and mix. You can mix and match. So for instance, you can have, at the moment I've got 4 points, so I can have 4 tier 1s, I can have a tier 1 and a tier 3, or 2 tier 2s, so yeah, you can mix and match and take any combination of them that you feel is going to benefit you most. At the moment, again, this is on my assault class. I have tactical reload, just for reloading faster, and I also have grizzled, which increases your experience gains, which means you level faster. I'm probably going to use this until I unlock all of the weapons that I want, really. For instance, I want to get to cluster bombs as quickly as possible, so I'm going to use this for a while. Once I get to where I want to be, I can then start picking mixing with the other perks. But I'll go through the perks a little bit. You've got faster drone speed, faster reload speed, quicker speed aiming down sight, increased drone health, increased melee range. Basically that is your shooting from the hip, when increasing accuracy from shooting from the hip. You have extra grenades, making your special weapons cost less, more battery for your drones, increased experience gains, as I've just talked about already. You have basically your scavenger here, pick up ammo from dead soldiers. Ghost, which is unlocked at level 23, and it only hides you from UAV sweeps, so if an enemy has a drone up and the drone marks you, you still appear on the radar, so that's pretty good. It only hides you from UAV. Steady aim, less recoil when aiming down the sight. Boomer, increased explosive damage. You have large drone explosion on death, so as soon as your drone dies, boom, anything close to it is going to get hurt or killed. Utility belt, which is your extra special grenades, such as flashbangs and EMP grenades, etc. You have your larger blast radius for explosives, and you also have your faster health regeneration. And you can pick and mix any of these that you would like to have. So yeah, that's my assault class. I'll now speak briefly about the rest of my classes that I've set up. This is the main class. This is the class I use in the mid to late stages of the game. In the early stages of the game, it's the same setup, except I have for my battle point awards, I have my RPG launcher and a flak jacket. And the flak jacket, I don't know why that's still on there. I'm pretty sure I changed that, but the RPG launcher I found it's necessary for the very start of the game. You start the game with 500 battle points, and it costs 500 battle points to get a Humvee. So a lot of people at the start of the game jump straight into a Humvee and drive to one of the objectives. And if you don't have an RPG launcher, you don't have enough battle points to use any other special weapon, all you have is your rifle. Or grenades, and they are not enough. You need an RPG to take out vehicles like that. So RPG is good for the initial, it's good until you can acquire enough points or enough battlefield position that you can then move on to acquiring the higher rewards. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that flak jacket because it is pretty useless, and for early game, I'll probably put Parrot on. Parrot is really useful. So there we go. So that's my early class. That's from the start of the game. My assault class is basically my go-to. It's for the mid to late game. Heavy class, never used it, never even looked at it. I'll get around to that eventually, but I can't say anything much on that class. Sniper, I've used it a few times. This particular rifle, the M110, is very, very good. It's semi-automatic, and you can fire it pretty rapidly. When you fire a shot and the scope goes upwards as it recoils, the recoil recenters itself extremely quickly. So what I found is, if you aim on someone, pull the trigger. If you get the white cross where it is indicating you've hit, pull the trigger again right away. It's literally boom, boom, and the guy is dead. It's 2 shots anywhere in the body, 1 shot in the head. So basically this is the sniper rifle to use. The other sniper rifle was the M200, was it? Don't remember. Where is it? Yeah, the M200, and that's your bolt action rifle. And I see absolutely no use for it whatsoever. It's still 2 shots to the body, 1 shot to the head, but it fires slower. So yeah, absolutely no point using it if you ask me. And yeah, that's the only classes that I've actually set up, is my 2 assault classes and my sniper class. The tactical one here and the heavy one is still at its default. Is it? No, sorry, I changed the weapon on that to try out the M200, and I didn't like it. So there we go. That's the only change I really made on that. Now you also get to choose how you load out your vehicles. You don't get vehicles right away. You have to spend battle points on them. And these are the vehicles that you get. You get your Humvee, your light armor vehicle, which is basically a troop carrier, but for some reason you can't carry troops. No idea. But you also have your heavy tank, your scout helicopter, and your attack helicopter. Scout helicopter is like a little bird, and the attack helicopter is Apache or a Hind or whatever it is that the Koreans use. I'll go into more detail about the vehicles while I'm actually playing. So yeah, that's basically it. That is the gist of the equipment that you can get. I don't think there's anything more to be said. So yeah, I'm going to end the video here, and yeah, the next video will be some actual gameplay, and I'll try and talk through the game as I'm actually playing it. So again, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.